Hey Albert, this is Jake Doolan with the Sheriff's Office.
Oh, Jake, how you doing? I had stopped down there and you weren't there. With the dark-haired woman down there, I had dropped off. Oh boy, it's been 3
Yeah,
weeks ago.
I've got that right in front of me.
Okay.
So I've been kind of looking over this, and I see a couple like the R&B cars purchase.
Well, I had no purchases. I didn't have, nor my wife had possession of a debit card for that account.
Okay, so are you telling me that every single purchase that you've got on here is from
Moses.
Moses?
Every single one, without question. Never used it, never had it, and when we found out about it, we took it away from him.
Okay, yep. Okay, so I have a couple questions because last time we talked, you didn't want to pursue charges at that point because your business was going into the hot season, and
Yes.
so at this
Now,
point, do you want to pursue charges on this?
I don't even know if it's civil or criminal. That was my question.
Well, I think him purchasing a vehicle on your business card, it would be considered criminal. You could go about this in a civil court also, and because there is going to be a little bit of an issue because I remember you telling me that you guys had sat down together and decided to get the card to purchase
And
Google
it
Ads.
it was delivered evidently to this address, and he intercepted the card because he lives in a trailer at the top of my driveway.
Yeah. So just to be clear, did you ever give him consent to use the card for anything other than paying for Google Ads?
Never.
And did you ever intend for the card to be in his possession?
No.
Okay. So it was just his idea to get the card, and you were going to take care of it.
What he told me is that it would be a good idea to have a debit card. That way, our Google Ads Google could not overcharge us for the ads. We put a finite amount on a debit card, and Google couldn't surprise us with an $11,000 bill like they did one month.
Okay. I gotcha.
But I had never intended for him to use that card to go to restaurants, go to hardware stores, buy a car,
Okay.
any of that stuff.
Okay. So just straightforward, do you want to pursue charges against him?
Well, is it civil or is it criminal?
Well, I think we can investigate this criminally. Here's what I think would be what I think would be best is if we can gather all this information because we're getting new information from another person now who was involved in the vehicle purchase unknowingly. That they didn't know that this was going on your end, but they helped him buy that vehicle by paying like $3,500 the day of, and then he obviously through the course of a couple days made several $1,000s more payments to it.
Well, I had also given him $1,000 check to help him with that vehicle,
Okay.
but he, I have always, the way I've conducted business, okay, is I've tried to help people, but I think he's really kind of almost being a con man.
Yeah, he's absolutely using you and other people in the community to pay his way.
Let me ask you this. I have not decided. He told me that he was going to pay back anything. Okay, he was just in a bad spot. Okay?
Okay.
Shouldn't matter. Now, is it possible, if he doesn't do it, can I then pursue criminal charges? Because this is, I don't want to pardon my French, but I don't want to ruin somebody's life. I don't want to, I think he's just undisciplined, means well, but he doesn't have good ethics.
So we've had this conversation before, and you've kind of said let's wait and let's wait. So at this point, my take on this is, this case has already been open for months, and we've had another case open for months the prior year, right, over the website. So I'm kind of at the point that I'm going to close this case if we're not going to move forward with it, because I've just got this big open criminal case that I keep getting told just to hold on, let's wait and let's wait. I can't pressure you into pursuing criminal charges. That's absolutely not what I'm trying to do. I just want to know right now if you're going to go civil with it and try to do it civilly and make an agreement with him that you guys are going to clear things up, or are we going to go criminal with it?
Okay. So you think that there are possible, if I'm reading you straight, because you haven't said definitively yes or no, you think there are possibly some criminal charges there?
Yeah, if you did not give him consent to use your credit card, your business credit card, and his name is not on that business credit card, and he used it to purchase a vehicle, that's criminal. Okay, that's theft. That's unlawful use of a financial transaction device. And that is unlawful use of a financial transaction device is a felony in the state of Colorado. Among other charges that I haven't fully looked into all the other charges that could potentially accompany that. That's something I'd probably get a detective involved with because there's just so much information here.
I got you. Well, look, Jake, I don't want to waste your time, but I want to, what I'm trying, and I know that you may think this is foolish, okay, but I'm attempting to salvage this guy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he doesn't even know that what he did is criminal. Is there a way that we have of making him aware that it's criminal and there are some significant penalties involved with this?
So if you want, I can call Moses and let him know, hey, I've got bank records of all these purchases you made on a debit card that doesn't belong to you, and I can question him about that. And
I'm fine with that. I think he needs to be aware, okay, that he was treating this like it was his expense account.
yeah,
And it wasn't. And it's a pretty significant amount of money.
there's a lot of large charges on here.
Yes, and Moses has a story for everything. But I'm going through this with my accountant and my CPA. And she said, if you don't file charges, you need to W-9 him for that, because this would be viewed by the IRS. Okay, if I don't have receipts, it's viewed as profit, and I have to pay taxes on it.
Okay.
You following me?
I'm not much of an accountant, but I generally follow you.
All right. Well, I'm not much in the way of law enforcement because I don't like to ruin people's lives, especially if there's a chance of salvaging them. And this would screw him up royally. He'd get sent back to Armenia. So, and I don't mind you offering an opinion. Okay, I'm a pretty opinionated guy myself. I know it probably sounds foolish to you. Okay, because it sounds foolish to my wife and to my accountant. But I'm perfectly fine if you give him a call and let him know what the ramifications are of what he did and what the possible penalty is. And I'm hoping that may wake him up a little bit.
Okay.
Because he comes, I've traveled that part of the world, and the way they do business over there is entirely different than the United States. I mean, it's so different. It's such a foreign culture that it's hard to understand.
Okay. Yep.
Joe, if I sound foolish to you, then I may be.
Okay, so
That's what I'd like to happen, is for you to at least make him aware of what the ramifications are. I think he's going to take it more seriously. If it happens again, I am absolutely, without question, going to press charges.
okay, so what I'm gonna do then, Albert, is I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna let him know all the information that I have, and on your end, what I'm understanding is that you are not willing to pursue charges at this point. And then I'm
That
gonna,
would be correct.
and then I'm gonna,
You may tell that to him, but let him know that, look, this is something that can get you. I don't think he realizes.
well, I think he does, because this is not the first time this has happened. But that's again.
Wait a minute. Explain to me that when you say this is not the first time it's happened.
Moses has a history with computer fraud or something along those lines. I don't know his exact criminal history, and I can't speak to that. And I can't tell you how to operate your business, and I can't disclose his criminal history to try to influence you. Okay, I can't do that. All I'm saying is, if that's your choice, I'm 100% on board with that. But I'm going to close our case as victim unwilling to prosecute, and all this information will be a verbal warning, basically. Future incidents, you can choose to pursue however you'd like, but this information, and as long as this case has gone on, we need to come to a resolution. Either you're not willing to prosecute, or you are willing to prosecute, and we move forward. That's all I'm saying, and that's as much as I'm going to say about that.
No, I understand your position entirely. Okay, things can backfire on you and back up really fast.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna do that to you. I was not aware until today, and I think it was almost a month ago I dropped that stuff off. I didn't know whether it was civil or criminal. You just didn't let me know today that it is criminal. So can I have a day or two to think about that?
I'm going on my weekend, so I guess if it's old information, if you want to get back to me by next Wednesday, and you can just call dispatch and leave me a phone message.
Are you back on duty on Wednesday?
Yeah.
All right. Do you think you will be able to contact Moses and talk to him by then?
I'm going to try to contact him immediately, but not until I know what direction we're going to go with this. I mean, I can wait. I can not contact him until next week, but I'm not going to contact him until I know if we're going to pursue criminal charges. Then I'm not going to contact him right now. I have more work to do. If we're going to do a verbal warning, I'll contact him right now and let him know and wrap this up.
All right, so I still have to make a decision right now.
Well, if you want to wait, I won't contact him until next week if you want to wait to make a decision. But if you... Hold on just a second.
Yeah, let me think about that, because I'm getting encouragement to prosecute from both my accountant and my wife.
Okay, just call anytime, and you can just leave me a voice message. Just have dispatch send you to my voicemail.
But and I'm kind of thinking, I'm leaning toward not prosecuting, but he's gonna. How many times has this happened in the past? Can you tell me that?
I can't tell you that. You can do a records request for all records involving him from the sheriff's office, and you can get every single report for yourself.
How do I go about getting a records request?
You can call our office. I don't know if they'll be here Monday because I think that's a holiday. But Tuesday morning, you could call and just say, I need a records request for all reports for Moses McCallen. And you will have to pay for that per report, I believe. I don't know the exact. You'll have to talk to our front office.
That's
and
fine. If this is
that way you do your own independent research and come up with an independent decision
Well, if this is a habit, if this is habitual, then I think I'm going to press charges. Because there's no, if this is a habit, there's no changing the guy.
Well, I would encourage you to do your, like I said, your own independent research and come to that decision wholly on your own.
Okay.
And then it may take like a week or two to get all the records. It's a time sensitive thing. They got to go through and redact information, and so that may take them a while, depending. And if you want to go through all that and just give me a call once you have it figured out, I'll just keep it'll just remain open for now. And
All right, let me take a look at that. If this is a somewhat isolated incident, I'm not going to press charges. If he has done this habitually, then I'm probably going to decide to press charges.
okay, like I said, you just come to that decision on your own, and let me know when you have that decision.
Okay. Good. Jake, I appreciate the call.
You're welcome, and I'm sorry it took me so long. It's been a little backed up, but I'm getting caught up here. So.
No, I understand this COVID crap. Everything's and look, I'm not gonna back up on you once I make a decision. I'm not gonna, but I want you to understand that I'm trying to be compassionate here. But if it's a waste of my time, then I'm just gonna go ahead and press charges.
Okay. I'll look forward to hearing whatever you decide to do.
Now that's okay. I need to make a note of this. That's called a records request for an individual.
Yep.
Okay, and who do I ask? Just apply at the sheriff's office?
You can call them beforehand, and the phone number, it's just our main office number, but I'll give it to you if you want it.
No, I can look it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
just the Routt County Sheriff's Office, and it'll be our front desk, and they'll send you wherever you need to go.
Jake, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Albert. Bye.